Could this be the iconic look for the new Captain America? And I want to bring this up because you never know. So, Leia, I'll start with you again on this one. So the reason I bring this up is because sometimes we're always like, well, this character is going to be around for a while. He's going to be in, he's got his own film coming. Maybe there's another season of the show, maybe not. He's going to appear in other things, Avengers and other movies, right? So there's going to be other Captain Americas that are made of Sam Wilson Cap. However, sometimes the first one is the iconic one. It's the best one. And I'm wondering, Leia, if that could be the case here. It's hard to project the future. However, this is a really nice figure and a really nice outfit and a really nice head sculpt. And they absolutely killed it all the way around. And I know, Leia, you're super excited about this one. Do you think this could be the iconic look for this Captain America here?
All right. So, bro, like...
You know the comics really well. You know the comics, so...
And the thing is, like I said, I got an Alex Ross print, of this particular figure. And Alex Ross killed it, like literally. And it looks like it's right off of that print. That's how iconic the suit is. This is the closest to me, the closest to comic book accuracy is this particular suit. And I love it. Again, like, here's the thing. When we first saw this figure, bro, we saw that head sculpt. We were like, oh, I hope they get it right. Bro, they nailed it. Like, they literally, because this is Anthony Mackie. You can actually see him. You know what I mean? I love everything about it. The articulation of the wings, like they promised us, they delivered. They delivered and then some. To me, and I'm just saying to me, and this is not going to be for everybody else, to me, because this is like one of my highly most anticipated of the year. It has already made my figure of the year list for me.
Nice.
Just for me. Because I love this piece, bro. The thing is, the articulation, and here's the thing. It's funny because a lot of people were shitting on that Bucky, but I bet you any amount of money, there's a lot of people probably after they saw this, they went out and see if they can get one for a deal or something like that. But your deal is not going to be nowhere close to mine. I got this motherfucker for $45.
Yeah, no, you're not getting that type of deal.
You ain't getting that deal. So definitely, but no, bro, they nailed it. Damn. Here's the only, hey, look at that, bro, right? The only thing that I could say is a downside to this is the simple fact that they didn't give us a base, something like this. If they would have gave us like a base, I mean, it definitely takes it over the top. But regardless, it is still, for me, figure of the year. This piece is amazing, brother. The wings alone with the articulation, like, bro, when you go, like, there's a couple of photos, like if you go forward, if there's an aerial pose with him flying, like the dive, not that one, but
the
there's another
dive.
one
Okay, yeah,
with the actual dive. That one right
this
there,
one,
bro. That's iconic because it's in the books. That is an iconic pose. Like that one right there, the dive is an iconic pose. They nailed this, bro. It is such an amazing figure. Again, when Hot Toys is on and when they put on, they put the fuck on. And with this, they did so. I mean, it was genius, bro. I thought originally that the shield itself was going to be magnetic. It wasn't, but it has a clamp. Doesn't matter. It's still a decent figure to have in collection. And the thing is, it's like, at first I was like, all right, I'm gonna have the wings on, but I know I'm gonna pose it without that wing. Fuck that. I'm never taking those wings off, bro. It looks incredible. Knowing that you can place this figure anywhere and it's gonna look good. Here's the thing: we are gonna get an updated suit. I know that. But for the time being, this is definitive. This right here is the definitive suit. This is one. And you know what's dope too, bro? Is that in the books, even Cap Steve Rogers is back. You can still have both versions. You can have this, and you can even if you actually had this particular version of Cap, you can even pose that version next to the 2012 Cap. Color-wise, it would look incredible. Like literally, it would. But I mean, and still, like, for what we're getting with this figure, the posing, the articulation, I've seen so many different videos, bro. It's incredible. I'm so happy with this, man. It should arrive sometime this week, but it's incredible, bro. I love it.
Dude, layout, it's super nice, man. Like it's such a well done figure, and I'm happy for you because look at even the landing pose like that. Damn, that is super dope, man. Putting him on the ground like that.
Stop showing it, please.
Yeah, I know, right? It's such a beautiful, well done figure, and the head sculpt, it's covered by goggles, but they nailed it nonetheless.
Like Anthony Mackie, you can see him, bro.
That's Anthony Mackie through and through, bro. Look at that. Like that's Anthony Mackie.
That's him.
They absolutely killed it.
Dude.
So I'm glad, Lael, this one, they came through for you on this one because I know a lot of people are super excited about this one. And hey, this is even tempting to me, but it's I gotta have more time with this Captain America. I feel like I really liked him in the show, but I need to spend a little more time with him to get connected because you got to dedicate a lot of space for this one with the wings. Because if you're gonna get it, I feel like you can't not display him with the wings. Like if you can't like you can set him up, but if you don't have the wings on him, it's kind of like. I don't know.
See, this is the thing is, I can use him. I can have him with the wings. I can take the pictures. I can pose it up and do the videos and stuff like that. That's fine. If knowing that I can fit this motherfucker in my detail,
yep, exactly.
I'm telling you, bro. Like that just takes it over the top. What's up, bro?
So we have him. Like in the comics, does Falcon, Captain America ever go against Vulture? Because could we see a cross in? In Secret Wars?
I mean, it's here's the thing. Anything can be shown in Secret Wars. We don't, but Vulture, I don't know if they're going to include that character since it's now they've made that transition from that character to Sony. I don't know. We just I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool, like both of them in the air. You know,
it would be. It would definitely be a cool piece. Cool aesthetically, it would look really, really good. To have something like that would definitely be great. But again, it's just like it depends on because you had Secret Wars 1 and 2, so it depends on which one they're going to actually go through. You know what I mean? Because we had different versions of Secret Wars. So, but look at that right there, bro. Like that looks it's just fucking phenomenal, bro. Like that's literally phenomenal, man.
It's so well done, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Anthony Mackie was happy as fuck. He probably saw that. Was like, yeah, y'all better get me right.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah,
this is really well done. This is really well done. So Carlos, fill us in on your thoughts, bro. Is this going to be the definitive though? Because that's the question. I think Lael's answer is yes for now. Like it's the definitive Anthony Mackie cap. But I'm wondering if moving forward, if this is going to be one that people can afford to pass on, because it's kind of like maybe I always come back to Loki, Avengers Loki. He was the definitive Loki for a long time, even though people were like, there's going to be other ones. And all the people who passed on Hawk, Avengers, and Age of Ultron Hawk, they probably were pretty upset too because they passed, right? This could be the one. What do you think?
So first, let me say that Riley texted me and said, damn, you're gushing over this figure. Stop sounding like a little bitch. So, yes, this is true. That
sounds just like Riley, bro.
No, I have a message. So, okay. I didn't really like the show. Okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of Falcon. And I think what they've done with Winter Soldier, they made him look like a little bitch. With that said, this figure, it's a perfect example of figure versus character. Where I don't really care for the character. I never really have. But the fucking figure is making me like the character. Because this figure, and typically like, you know, if like Lael will say, oh, like figure of the year, I could be like, well, I disagree. This one, it's really hard to be like, yeah, I can't really disagree with that one because this one is the shit. Okay, like this one is amazing. Like I have been, even when my mod's talking about like, I really want this. Like, look at this shit. Like, man, I really want this. I think this is great. The head scope is like a 9. I can't give it more than a 9 because it has, you know, goggles. Like, but it's fucking there. Definitive. That's hard, right? Because perfect examples, as you said, like the Groot, right? Guardians of the Galaxy. Like all the Groots after the first one aren't as good, right? But like Star-Lord, that second Star-Lord, in my opinion, is the best Star-Lord. Sometimes the first one is the best one. And you know, this could be the case with this one. I just don't know. If you love the character, hey man, this is gonna be perfect. I'm still really undecided. I'm hoping that, you know, maybe when Secret Wars comes out or his Captain America movie comes out, maybe he's gonna have a different outfit. Or maybe he's gonna have the first, but look at something like this, man. That looks awesome. So that's the only downside. It's like we just don't know if this is going to be the definitive one. So
if you had to predict that, what do you say? Definitive or not?
I will say no. I will say no because I think he's going to be a crucial part to the MCU moving forward. So they're going to have him in the Avengers, obviously, Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars, and he's going to have his own Captain America movie. That's 3 different movies that I think his suit's going to change.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to change. It's going to be modified slightly. I mean, even the interpretation in the books, they have been modified, you know, several different times. But it also depends on the artist. Their interpretation is going to always, you know, be different. So
like, I mean, if Captain America, I guess this is the first one for him. technically the 4th, I guess. And if he comes out with the new suit and that movie's just like badass, I'm gonna want to collect that suit. You know what I mean? As opposed to this one. But then I don't know, man. If I had to predict, I'm gonna say no. But it excites me for the future for Hot Toys because this figure, man, like makes me want to buy it. Like every time I see this fucking thing, it makes me like that's how good of a figure this is. So like when Leal said his figure of the year, I almost can't disagree with this motherfucker because it's really good.
It's really good. It's January, bro, and they absolutely fucking set the bar pretty high.
And I know that there's other figures that are dropping. Yeah. But I said the same thing about Miles. Regardless of everything else that came out, Miles was still the figure of last year for me. You know what I mean? And this, from what I'm seeing, even in seeing, like, we're just seeing these. And I saw other people. I saw Jeddah. I saw everybody else who had this figure in hand. And I saw Kiko. And I'm like, yeah, I can't deny. This motherfucker is just, it is incredible, bro. It is an incredible piece of art that they've done. And I can't deny it, bro.
Bro, I mean, Hot Toys is absolutely stepping their game up, man. They are. And we got to give them credit where credit is due because they knocked this one out of the park. So, yeah, absolutely, bro. Well, Dean the Dream. Fill us in, Dean the Dream, on your thoughts, bro, about Captain America. Let us know, dude. What do you think? Is this the definitive cap for Sam Wilson? What's your prediction?
I think it's definitive cap for now.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you go back and look at all Steve Rogers outfits in the MCU, starting with the stealth suit in the second movie with the silver and blue, all the suits moving forward are basically exactly the same, save for some color variation, like white on the sleeve, red on the abdomen, silver on the pants, whatever. But it's like the same suit. They just color it differently. I think we're going to see that with this outfit. I just think they're tired of making new suits and they just color it a little bit. And this looks good. It looks really, really good. So it's like, why, don't fix it if it ain't broke, Like, put some more blue on the sleeve, put some more red stripes on the pants. But this is a good looking suit. It's a good looking cap. It's a great looking figure. I can't wait to see more of him in the movies. I really didn't like the show. It was kind of cheesy, but I really like Sam Wilson. Not a huge Steve Rogers fan anyway. So
I know. That's your hot take. Yeah.
Yeah. I was really happy when Sam Wilson took over. So, yeah, I think this is insanely cool. And I think for now, this will be the one to have. Until, because, in Endgame, when they finally put the scales on the cap suit, that's like the suit to have, right?
Yeah.
Right. But for years, it was like Civil War was the Captain America to have.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the one to get. It's like, well, the Avengers Ultron one's the exact same suit. It just has white on the sleeve. It's like, no. Civil War, that's the one to get.
It's also based on the movie, though.
Yeah, true.
Like what he does in the movie with that suit.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like all the Iron Mans look somewhat the same, but some,
Right, like the Age of Ultron suit, not as cool as the Civil War suit.
Right.
And then Mark 47 is the same one, but it's just gray.
Well,
that's a real ran out of ink.
By both of you guys, because it's like with this Captain America, he does some cool shit in this show, but could he do cooler shit in Avengers?
He's gonna do way
you know what I mean?
Shit.
And that's kind of what I'm wondering, because I'm starting to think this might be the definitive, because this is such an important moment for this character. This is like him becoming Captain America, and I think that's why it could be the definitive one for him. Because it's like the show, while it's, the show, I think most people thought it was pretty good. Not everyone loved it.
I love the show.
But
I just loved it because, Bucky's arc, and I know a lot of people didn't like where they took Bucky, but his arc was almost damn near similar to what it was in the books. Him, it's his redemption story of his regrets. And his regrets is what tamed him. Now he's over that. So the next iteration that you're going to see is going to be far different. You know what I mean? Because he's made peace with things that he actually went through. Same as Sam Wilson, coming to terms with the simple fact that, okay, he has to step up to the plate to become the next Cap, and this was entrusted to him by Steve Rogers. But at the same time, accepting the simple fact that because of the color of his skin, he's not going to be, really properly welcomed. And I think the ending of it, that speech that was made, and on top of that, what he did You know, and you know, I thought it was incredible. I mean, I like the show. I like the innovation. I actually got this book. It's the artists, you know, those who have, you know, designed the costumes. It's behind. It's called, I think it's called Behind Design. It's basically everybody from the MCU, are artists who participated in developing the costumes and stuff like that for the MCU. And what they talked about is when Kevin Feige and to like the production team came to him, they were like, okay, this is the beginning. But by the time you get to the end, we want to see that. So it's the suit that we got for Cap at the very end was with the scales, because they knew they were working to that point. They just wanted to see a developing point. How do we get to that point? The end game was basically how did they get there? Even with Iron Man, the Mark 85, if you look at the color scheme, it's more accurate to Tony's first suit in the comics as far as the color scheme. It was getting from point A to there. They wanted to actually see the evolution of getting to that point, and that's the direction that they were given. So some of the suits that we saw earlier on, we were like, okay, all right, it's not as accurate, but they were getting to that point because they knew the journey that they didn't want to take those characters on. So with this particular character, it's like, okay, this to start, I'm like, damn, if you're starting with this, I can't wait to see what you do.
He's gonna die.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's gonna be incredible.
Yeah. Well, Carlos, what do you want to say?
To that point, it's like Winter Soldier, right? Because I know Leo just brought him up. The first one, that first figure, great. And then every figure or time he came out, he was like a bigger bitch and a bigger bitch. And then it got worse and worse, right? Now it's like, no, dude, nobody even wants him. The only one that people want is that original one, which we all hoped there was going to be a reissue from the show, but it never happened, which is really unfortunate. Falcon has been one of those where he started with the military suit, then he got his Falcon, you know, outfit. Like every time a figure comes out, he's just getting better, better, and better. And like the third time, it's like at its peak. On like the Hulk, where like now the fourth one is like shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I wonder if that could happen with him, because the third one was like the Gladiator, and now the Smart Hulk or whatever. So hopefully it doesn't happen to him. But yeah, this is gonna be if I can find this at a good deal, maybe I'll get it. Good, who knows?
Yeah, could be. I mean, it's a really dope looking figure, so I'm excited to see it. I mean, I think it might be the definitive look just because I think of what it means for the character and how he literally became Captain America in this show. So, but I guess we'll see. He's got a lot of highlight moments and highlight reels to come, I think, in the MCU. He's going to be hugely important. So I think I'm excited to see where they
And then,
take him.
you know what? It's crazy because a lot of people talk about, you know, well, you know, and I hear this a lot. And you know, it's obviously that you hear it, and you know, I'm like, all right, cool, that's completely understand. I respect their opinion. Well, he doesn't have a super soldier serum. He's not Cap. You know, he doesn't have. Well, even Cap with the super soldier serum couldn't beat Thanos. Even Cap would basically like he was getting his manhandled by even, you know, Bucky himself, who also had the super soldier serum. He was getting manhandled by other people. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just how good you are of a fighter, how trained you are. Again, he has the skills. If obviously Steve Rogers thought that, you know, Sam was suitable for it, of course we couldn't give it to
he was old. He was in denial.
You know what I mean? Well, nah. I think he just basically did it because he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that he was formidable. You can't give it to somebody like Bucky because at the time he was unstable. And on top of that, because of everything that he's done, he wouldn't be welcome. He has to atone to a lot. The only reason why in the books he took up the shield is because Tony made him take the shield after Cap was killed off for a little bit. But other than that, I mean, I just think that Sam is suitable. And it doesn't matter if he doesn't actually have the super soldier serum. I think there's other things than just punches and powers, to be quite honest. It's how intelligent you are. And you know what you can do if you're like a field general, and like for instance, you know, we talk about Nick Fury. He's a general. This motherfucker doesn't do shit. All he does is tell people what to do, and normally it always works. You know what I mean? So it's the thing is, it doesn't really boil down to that. It's how intelligent you are. You can be the strongest person in the world and still fuck up. You feel me? So
yeah. But I mean, if Cap got his ass whooped by Thanos, so he would have gotten killed.
What you say?
Like if Cap got his ass kicked by Thanos, or he got whooped, and he has a super serum, so wouldn't he get killed because he doesn't have it? This one, Falcon.
But Falcon picks his lane. He knows physically he's not going to be able to go.
Yeah,
up
that's
that
my
strength.
point.
At a distance, strategically, he knows exactly what to do from a distance. You got to
Right.
pick your spots. You know what I mean? Cap charged in. I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean that's why he was like in the air,
yeah,
fighting. You know, like
But even like I said, he's formidable beyond just, you know, up in the air fighting. He's really intelligent. You know, we saw what he can actually do in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You know, he was skilled. He's a skilled fighter. You know what I mean? So we see these things. It's not just about punches and powers and how strong you are. You know what I mean? If that was the case, we'd have seen more Hulk.
That's true.
Yeah. And I think also it's a matter of pretty much no one's going head to head with Thanos like that. I mean, it's like, you know, Wanda could maybe, and then maybe Captain Marvel to a degree, but even
Iron
Thanos
Man did for a little bit.
Yeah, briefly, but he didn't last very long. So
that's the longest.
Yeah, probably. But because even Captain Marvel, as strong as she is, like Thanos just eventually tossed her around. So you know,
but even like you say,
Power Stone.
Yeah, but Thanos is smarter than her. That's
but like for instance, when we got a chance to see, you know, a lot of people didn't like. And here's the thing: it's unpopular opinion, but a lot of people didn't like Iron Man 3. I did, and the reason why is because you got a chance to see what Tony can do without the suit and how intelligent he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Things that he can come up. He was MacGyver as fuck in that film. You know what I mean? And he pulled it off without the suit. You know what I mean? So it's at the person's most vulnerable point. You know, what can they do under pressure? And I think that's why it was a smart decision. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that totally makes sense.